All right, you guys, let's reinstall this lace wig. So first I'm going to use some Got2b to smooth down my edges. I'm so excited for how well they are growing back in, and I want to keep that growth growing. So I use this Got2b so that I can protect my edges, and then I have one other product that I add in to help protect my edges as well, which is going to be this liquid bald cap. Now, if the clear is what you have, that's actually probably a little better, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. And so I'm just going to smooth that on there, and then I'm going to make sure that I let both dry thoroughly. And you want to get a nice, I would say, like, you want the layer to be thin, but you want to make sure it's there too. So, and I do this all around the front of my hairline. After that's all smoothed and letting the Got2b dry between the layer of putting on your liquid bald cap, you can go in and you can dry this with the hair dryer, and you can actually use warm heat if you're using a hair dryer to dry this. Then I'm going to get this cap. Listen, you guys, it is a game changer to have the right color cap. I don't know why I was using these light skin ball caps in these streets, but this is the color for me. So make sure you get the proper color for you, and you want it to be an HD cap so that it's nice and thin. After that, you're going to go ahead and you are going to cut a small hole just around your ear so that you can, position the wig cap like this so that it's going to help your wig lay nice and flat and your bald cap be nice and flat. Then I'm going to use this even spray to help get my cap nice and situated. You can use this or you can use Got2b, but I try to stick with the same type of stuff. So maybe I need to pick up some even gel instead of using that Got2b in the beginning. But anyways, rabbit trail. So anyway, I'm going to use this spray, and you want to make sure that you do go down and around your ear because, again, you want to make sure it's just nice and smooth. After that, I am going to get this tinted lace spray, and I'm going to spray it into my wig while I go ahead and I let that spray for the wig cap portion just dry up a little bit. And so that's all I'm doing, spraying that. Now I'm going to get some of this lace bond spray, and I'm going to spray it on there just to seal in that color. And then I'm going to get out my even glue. Y'all, this red even glue, this joint is a rider. I'm not even going to lie. I use this and it works too well. I could easily keep my wig on for like 2 weeks. I'm gonna show y'all how I lift up the back to keep my hair moisturized, but that's another video for another day. So anyways, you want to go ahead and you want to apply this layer. You want to smooth it out, y'all. You should really get a popsicle stick to do this. I had this right in front of me. I'm going between two bathrooms. It's a whole situation. I got up real early in the morning to do my hair because I was preparing to go on this girls trip with my daughter. But anyway, I digress. You want to get the layer nice and thin, just like this. And when it starts to turn kind of blue, that's when you know it's starting to dry. This is the moment. You do not want to use any heat when you are drying these layers. Once you take out this glue, do not use that hot blow dryer. I'm telling you right now. Use a fan. You can put the blow dryer on cool, but do not use any heat. Don't do it. You hear what I'm saying? And you want to just make sure that gets nice and thin. One of your greatest assets is going to be to make sure you have time when you are applying a wig, okay? Time. Honestly, it don't take 2 hours, but I give myself 2 hours. So then I'm not rushing any part of this process, because one of the things that messes up the way that your wig looks is when you're not letting these layers of glue dry in between. So you see, I'm just going around and I'm cutting off this bald cap. So, well, the front edges of the bald. You see what I'm cutting. I'm cutting off the extra. And then I just tie a little loop in the back with that. And so now I'm going to go in and I am going to put in more glue. And y'all start realizing, oh, shoot, I am running out of glue. So I'm actually end up having to go to the store. But that's another thing for another moment in this video. So I'm just committing to finishing my bald cap before I go to the store. And so this is the layer that I'm putting in just to make it stay nice and smooth. Some people don't use glue to smooth out their bald cap. they use like maybe an even spray or a Got2b gel or whatever instead. I do either. I also make sure that I put this cap nice and far ahead of my actual hairline so that it's not ripping my edges out as I'm, growing them back. So it's not a problem for me to use the glue because, again, I got a big enough forehead that I could bring this joint up and it still looks appropriate. So I am using the glue, but genuinely you can alternate between the two, either the glue or like something like a Got2b gel. Once that layer is down how you want it, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna dry it. No blow dryer. Now I have my witch hazel. I done got back from the store. I'm about to clean my hairline so that I can make sure this cap is just gonna lay nice and smooth like I want it to. You guys, it's giving blended and I like it. So after I've cleaned that up, all the layers of glue are completely dry. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna make sure that everything, the color and all that I sprayed on this wig is also dry. I don't know why I'm tussling with this dryer, it's random. But anyways, after that, I am going to just try the wig on to make sure that it's gonna situate the way that I want, and it is. I feel like it's giving. I'm making sure my ear straps and all that are in place. And again, this is a wig that I'm reusing. So it's already cut like it needs to be in all the things, okay? And so it's doing what it's supposed to do. But I'm also making sure that my bald cap's not coming too far out because if it is, I'm going to trim it. I did see a little place where I needed to trim it, and so I just started peeling it up a little bit so that I could do that. So you're going to see me go in and start trimming away now. It is not perfectly round, and that is intentional because your hairline is also not perfectly round. So just trim it up how you need to trim it up, help it match up your hairline like it needs to. Now I'm going to go in with this powder foundation, and I'm going to use it just so that I can blend my bald cap. I'm actually using two different shades. So this is like a little bit of a lighter shade, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. This was just some powder foundation I got from my local beauty supply store. It's nothing expensive, fancy, dancy, or just made for wigs. Use what you have, okay? The only thing you don't want to do is use a liquid. Make sure that the foundation is that you're using, or whatever you're using, it's like a powder, or maybe even a cream. Do not use a liquid. Okay, so now I'm just cleaning up my hairline a little bit. I know it seemed like what's the situation, but I promise you the situation is about to be what it need to be. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try on this wig again to make sure it's blending the way that I want it to, and it's gonna melt just like it's supposed to. And I'm doing this step to see if I need to add any more foundation. Again, just checking if anything needs to be trimmed, making sure that the foundation color matched the cap color from what I did inside the wig cap, like all the things. I'm just matching up all the colors. From what I did, I determined, I can make this match just a tiny bit more better. And so I went in with the foundation that I actually used for my bald cap, and now it's giving everything that it's supposed to. So that means it's time to go in with this actual glue, and we're going to make it do what it do. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to apply 3 thin layers. So I start with 1 layer. I'm going to smooth that in with the popsicle stick, and then I'm going to let that dry down, and then I'm going to do another layer. This is what you want it to look like when it's dry like it's supposed to be. This clear. Let that dry a little more. This clear. This is what this should look like when your glue is dry. As you're adding layers, it's really important to move in circular motions. Do not like pat the glue because that could cause it to start like getting clumpy. So make sure you're moving in circular motions. You know your glue is ready when it's clear and it's like tacky. I check for the tack on the sides, not at the top. Alrighty, so now it's time to go ahead and put this wig on. I start from the middle because you want it to be, not crooked, especially if you're going to do a middle part or something. But I got a little wiggle room anyway with my middle part because this is a whole frontal. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to clip this hair back so that, just like stray hairs and stuff aren't getting caught in the glue. That's definitely something that you want to do. And then I'm going to start from the middle to be able to put this wig down. The wig doesn't stick as soon as you put it down per se. It sticks when you like seal it in, which you'll see me like seal it in with a little comb. So you can place it, and then you see how I just lifted up and maneuvered it a little bit. You can place it, move it, maneuver it a little bit if you need to. Don't press it down until you're sure this is where you want it to be. Also, you'll see that once I place it in the middle, I am slightly pulling down to the edges, or to the sides, towards my ears, where this wig needs to set. It's still not set yet. It's in place, but it's not set yet. I'm about to get this comb out, and this is what's about to set it in the glue. As soon as you start doing this, what I'm doing right here, this joint is sticking. And if you try to lift it again after this, then your glue is going to start pulling. It's going to get clumpy. It's going to get weird. So make sure it's exactly where you want it to be before you start using this rat tail comb to really push it into the glue. You also want to make sure you don't miss any spots, okay? So fully go around the whole wig everywhere and get it, all sealed in, I'll call it. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to go in with this wax stick, and low key, the wig is already starting to give. It's already starting to get into place, what it's supposed to do. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with my part right now. I ended up going with like a side part situation, but I really was indecisive in this particular moment. So I was like, I'm going to just put this wax stick and I'm just going to have it going back. I do not like doing baby hairs with my wig. I'm not a baby. I don't want no baby hairs. I want my hairs going back, okay? And I know my hairline is full. I don't pluck it a lot. I just told you I'm trying to grow my edges back. So I'm not trying to rip the edges out of all the wig that I just paid for. I want these edges, okay? I bought them and I want them. And so, at any rate, I'm just finagling, making sure the glue is smoothed in and all things what I'm doing. But I'm getting that wax stick smoothed in here, and then I'm going to go in with the spray that I feel like is so magical for all of my installs, you guys. It is this. It is this even melt spray. You want to get this, and it's going to take your melt up a notch. I'm not going to lie. You don't need to use a whole lot. I actually even travel with this when my lace start lifting, but I don't want to redo the whole thing. I spray this on here. This is what I do. Now, it's very important that when you use this, you let it dry completely. So I go ahead, I make sure I get it all over the front of the hairline, and then I'm going to get my comb and I'm gonna just like smooth it down, make sure everything is just like in place how I want it to be. And now I am going to just put my hair up in the back so that I can go ahead. I'm gonna get this band, y'all, and I'm gonna put it on here, and the melt is going to be beautiful. Now, it's important that you read the instructions. I think it say leave this on here for like 10 minutes. I be leaving this thing on here so long, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Listen, 15, 20, 37, 38, 45, 47. Okay, so I leave this on however long. Don't bother me. In the meantime, I am putting a little hot comb to this. Using a hot comb is also going to make a big difference in your installs. I already told you I'm just freestyling this situation, but make sure you leave this band on for at least 15 minutes after you do the lace melt spray. Go in with your hot comb. Try to do it in whatever direction you're planning for it to go in, all the things. I finally got my mind about myself and said, I'm going to put this part in. So I did that. So go ahead, just flat iron it, style it, do what you're going to do. All right, you guys, it's time to take this band off. Let's see what's going to happen. So I'm starting to pull, and it's a little wet. I could feel it's a little wet. I mean, I should have left it on there. But did I? No. But it's actually going to be okay. Don't worry about it. I'm about to clean this up right now. But do you see? It's actually still doing what it's supposed to. Part of the reason is I need to clean that off. That's why I just showed y'all that. But anyway, so I'm going to clean that off. I ended up cleaning it off and like tying it back down. And it's about to be all things it's supposed to be. But a big part of this is making sure you let it dry. That's why I said even earlier, one of the greatest assets that you can have when you're applying your wig, especially if you're a beginner, is to make sure that you have enough time to do it. That gives you time to retie things down, fix things, let everything dry properly, all the things you're supposed to do. So again, after that, I just go in, I be cleaning up a little things. This is like a little bit of like the glue or whatever. So I'm just using some tweezers to kind of tweeze that out, clean it up a little bit, just get it nice and how it's supposed to be. Lastly, I'm going to go back in with a little bit of my powder, and I'm just going to put it in some of these areas. I am going to end up using both shades just to get that match like I really want it. Okay, and so now I'm finishing that up, and this is pretty much going to be the finished look, which it's going to work itself out. Like I said, I'm going to tie it back down. It's going to pop out cute. Y'all going to see that thumbnail. Y'all going to be like, okay, she did that, because I did. And it did end up looking really, really nice. I was definitely happy with this install. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And follow my hair growth journey as well, as I'm growing back these edges, growing back all of my hair really, because, I was bald. But now I got hair. I'm not bald anymore. But anyways, this is the back of the hair. I didn't flat iron it too much. I like to have it like nice and fluffy still. Showing how long this wig is. I don't really even know why I'm doing that for real. But anyways, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.